All right, let's give this video another shot. This is my second time recording this video. I want to show you guys what a perfect new level setup looks like. Let me just delete this, and then let's get to the business of forex trading. Okay, so I want to just go over this trade that I took on yesterday. Well, I placed an entry order for this trade on yesterday, and let's talk about it. This is what I call a perfect new level setup. So here it is. And you guys automatically know new level is the strategy that I trade. It's a trading strategy that I came up with. I've been trading it for years, and it's a really good swing trading strategy. Okay. Now, why did we take this trade? It's an easy trade to take. Of a 5-year-old can see why we took this trade. If you come back here, you'll see you have a level of support, previous support from the month of what we were in November. So this is a previous support level from October, right? And then even if you go further back, September, August, July, this was the previous support level for July as well as the month of June. Okay. So this support level pretty much holds up. And you can also see that for the past few months, price has been trading in a range. So what's a range? Price goes up, goes down, comes back up to the top of the range, goes back down to the low of the range. So we assume. Why do we think price wants to go up? Okay, that is really important, because just because you're trading in this range doesn't mean price wants to continue to go up, because at some point price will decide to break out of the range. It could break to the downside. It could break to the upside. So what is telling us that price would like to at least make it back to the top of this range and possibly give us an indication of which side price wants to break? Okay. Now, when you come into questions like this, you always want to go to a higher time frame. What a higher time frame does, it gives you the overall direction of the market. And when I say a higher time frame, because we take our signals from the daily time frame, we have to either go up to the weekly or the monthly time frame. And I'm using MT4, guys. All right. So MT4 is showing me that price is in an upward trend, and it's consolidating in this range right now. And here's the range that is actually consolidating in. So these are overruns of the market. If you go to a monthly time frame, this right here only looks like wicks. Let me show you guys. These are overruns of the market. If I go up to the monthly time frame, these are only wicks. They don't really mean much. They're only wicks. They're not the bodies of the candles. Just taught you something there. But so we can see that the overall trend of this market is up. So this is actually an excellent trade, because I believe the overall trend of the market is up, which is giving me a good indication that price may want to go all the way back up here to the upside. So I'm going to go ahead and move my stop, my take profit back up here, because we are swing traders. We are looking to hold our trades as long as possible until price begins to reverse the opposite direction, and we'll take whatever profits we get at the time. Okay, so just a little bit of knowledge of how you can gauge long-term movement of the market. Okay, so let's go back to the daily time frame where we take our new level setups. Okay, where we get our new level signals. So here's the candle that gave us a signal. This is actually yesterday. Yesterday is when we got the signal to go long. Why did we take our signal? Why did we open our position here instead of down here? Here's why. I'm more of a conservative trader. Now, I know this would have been the ideal spot for me to buy down here. But what happens sometimes, and let me see if I can go back and give you an example. Okay, here's a good example. So price obviously wanted to push up here. But what price would do, what the market makers would do, they would come and grab the liquidity from the market. So let's say, for instance, if you put in a trade here, and say your stop was either behind this level or maybe a little bit lower, you wouldn't have necessarily been wrong in your analysis. Is that market makers, they see these stops, they see the stop orders, and although they want to push the market higher, they'll spend a little bit of money to come and hit all the stops for liquidity. They'll hit the stops, and then they'll push that market up higher, right? In the direction that you were correct in, the direction that they wanted to go from the beginning. But when you just preset your orders and put them down here, and don't get a confirmation that price wants to go back the other way, that happens. And it's happened to me enough where I just wait for confirmation before I go in and put my order. So that's why I rarely would, you would rarely see me put in an order where I am catching the bottom or the beginning of a move, because I like to wait until the price tells me it wants to reverse and go into the direction I think it's going to go in. Okay. So that's why my entry order is up here. The optimum position entry order would have been down here, but hey, sometimes we are not that lucky. But this is why we took this trade. Okay. So price came down, gave us this engulfing candle here. This was all a signal that we need to go long. Now we go in, we put in our potential entry, we put in our potential stop loss, and then we don't really worry about the take profit as much. We worry about the take profit when it's time to actually set it, but we don't worry about it as much. What's more important is our entry and our stop. So once we get this signal to go long, we're going to drop down to this 4-hour time frame. Going down to the 4-hour allows us to button up on our stop loss orders, make it, as close as possible so we can get the most out of the trade. And then we can potentially, sometimes we can set our take profit order as well as our entry order. So the 4-hour, so what I want to see on the 4-hour is I want to see the bottom or the high or low of the week, because with new level strategy, you're going to either trade from the high or the low of the week. I'm going to say that again. With the new level strategy, you're either trading from the high or the low. Man, my voice was kind of high pitched on that high. Let me deepen this up a little bit. You're going to be trading from the high or the low of the week. Okay. If you learn to identify the high and the low of the week, you will automatically improve on your trading. Okay, more about that later. But what I saw here was, this is all about my confirmation that this will probably be a good trade. What happened was last week, this is the high that was created last week right here. Okay, price came all the way down this steep drop last week and created this low of last week. Remember, this is the beginning of this week on this candle. So this hasn't happened yet. So what we would be looking at the beginning of the week is all of this back. We don't know any of this is going to happen as of yet. Okay. So we're looking at, let me get rid of this line so it doesn't confuse anyone. So we're looking at from this line on back. So we created a low of the week, right? How do we know that this is the low of the week? Well, if we look back a little bit more, remember the market, it duplicates itself. It repeats itself. So if this is the low, you see this was the low was here as well. So that gave us a good idea that was going to be the low of the week. Okay. Now we've identified the low of the week, but that doesn't mean we're ready to take a trade yet, right? Now what we want to make sure is, if this is all a bearish move, we want to see the first bullish move, the first day of the bullish move. Okay. Let me say that differently. We want the first day of the reversal. We want to trade after the first day. What the first day does, it confirms the reversal in the market to a high level of probability. Nothing is definite. Nothing is definite when you're trading Forex or trading commodities, trading anything. Nothing is 100%, but for a high level of probability, we want to see the first day of the reversal execute. And then we're going to come in right after that first day, and we're going to ride that move up for either a day or two, or sometimes maybe 3 days, depending on how long it takes the market to get back to a certain level. Okay. So where do we see individual days? You don't see it on the 4-hour, because from line to line on the 4-hour, that's 1 week of data. You got to go to the 1-hour time frame or below. From line to line on the 1-hour is 1 day of data. That's why you're going to have 24 of these little candles from line to line. Remember, these are 1-hour candles. Okay, let's get it. So price came down beginning of the week. This is the last higher low of this move. Let me show you why I say that. I'm giving it to y'all today. This is the last highest low of this move right here. Higher high, higher low. Higher high. I'm sorry, higher high, lower low. higher high, lower low. That identifies a downtrend. So what breaks this downtrend? When you get a move to the upside that's higher than this move. Bam. Yesterday gave us the move that we was looking for. Yesterday gave us the confirmation of the reversal. Because remember guys, from line to line is one day. This is Monday's move right here. Gave us the confirmation of the reversal. Why? Because this move traded higher than this move. That showed us what they call it, the characteristics of the market has now changed. It went from a bearish market to a bullish market. We wait for the pullback. I didn't wait for the pullback, but anyway, we wait for a pullback, and now we're back buying again. That's it. And that is how you confirm the move. Now, 9 o'clock session, of course, price is going to retrace. It's probably going to retrace 50% of the day. Let's see. This is the low of the day right here. It's probably going to retrace about 50%. So you're probably going to get a move down to here. Price may begin to stall out, do some, wick out like this. Tomorrow you may get a fake move to the downside before this price continues to the upside. At least that's what I think is going to happen to a high probability based on my experience in the market, based on the way the market moves. Nothing is 100% right. If I was day trading this, I would have came out of this position when I made 80 pips. It is now retracing 27 pips, but I'm a swing trader, so retracements don't bother us. Retracements never bother us. I expect this market to pull back at least 50%, maybe even 61%, 61.8 level, and then continue to move to the upside. But the reversal has been confirmed off this move, and that is a perfect new level setup, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something from the video. If you want more videos, more content like this, or you want to book a one-on-one session so I can really teach you how the market moves, I guarantee it'll be worth your while. You can visit the website at www.learnandtradeforex.com. There's a coaching or booking, button in the menu. You can book a one-on-one session there, or you can pick up my new ebook, using ChatGPT to trade Forex, which is a great read. It's $19.99 on the website. It is worth it on the website. So this is Learn and Trade Forex, guys. Keep learning, trading Forex. I think trading the longer time frames just has more probability than day trading. I'm not knocking day trading. I have a lot of friends that make money day trading. But it all depends on your lifestyle. If you have a regular 9 to 5 like I do, as well as trading, and I'm not willing to give anything up because I don't like make some of the money. I like making all of the money. So swing trading is the way to go. All right, guys, learn and trade Forex. Just make sure you keep learning and trading Forex. I'm out.